Hi students, my name is Hitesh Narashid. I am from Anara. So last class we discussed about a topic from 9th standard, that is polynomials. In polynomials we already discussed about types of polynomials, zeros of the polynomial and remainder theorem. So let us move on to the next concept, that is factorization of polynomials. Yes, factorization of polynomials. In factorization of polynomials, we have taken the factor theorem for factorization of the polynomials. We also adopting another one method, that is splitting middle term. So also from that we have to take factor theorem for the factorization of the polynomial. So we already learned that remainder theorem. So we have to introduce another theorem, that is known as factor theorem. So every statement or every theorem has their own statement. So likewise factor theorem also has their own statements. So factor theorem is always quite nearly with the remainder theorem. There also uses some polynomials of degree greater than or equal to 1. So here also we have to take p of x or polynomial with degree greater than or equal to 1, and also a is a real number. So here there is no any restriction of divisor of linear polynomial. So the factor theorem states that if p of x be any polynomial having degree greater than or equal to 1 and a is a real number, when if x minus a is a factor of p of x, then p of a is equal to 0. If p of a is equal to 0, then x minus a will be factor of polynomial p of x. So just write the statement. The factor theorem states that let p of x be any polynomial with the degree greater than or equal to 1 and a be any real number. Then first x minus a is a factor of p of x if p of a is equal to 0. Secondly, p of a is equal to 0 if x minus a is a factor of polynomial p of x. Yes, there is a two polynomial, that is p of x is one polynomial and then x minus a is another polynomial. So here we told us that p of x is a polynomial having a factor x minus a. If x minus a is a factor of polynomial p of x, then p of x a is equal to 0. That means x minus a is completely divisible by the polynomial. So again, if p of a is equal to 0, that means a factor or a polynomial completely divisible by the polynomial, that means the remainder term is 0. So we already learned that in the remainder theorem, p of a is equal to 0. The p of a is a remainder, means so there is a after division we got the remainder. Here p of a is equal to 0 means the divisor is completely divisible, or dividend is completely divisible by the divisor. Here dividend is the p of x and x minus a is the divisor, then p of a is equal to 0 means dividend is completely divisible by divisor. Again p of a is equal to 0 means x minus a is a factor of p of x. So that means x minus a is the solution of the p of x, means x is equal to a is the 0 of the polynomial. If x is equal to a is the 0 of the polynomial, means p of a is equal to 0, that is it's completely divisible by the divisor. So p of x is completely divisible by x minus a here. So let us discuss by taking some of the examples. Check whether x plus 2 is a factor of x cube plus 3x square plus 5x plus 6 and 2x plus 4. So we have to check whether x plus 2 is a factor of x cube plus 3x square plus 5x plus 6 and 2x plus 4. For both the cases we have to check whether x plus 2 is a factor or not. Just consider x plus 2 is a factor. X plus 2 is the solution of the given polynomials, or x plus given polynomial can be expressed in the multiplication of this factor x plus 2. So that means x plus 2 is equal to 0. That means x is equal to minus 2 is a factor of the polynomial, or x plus is equal to minus 2 is a 0 of the polynomial. So if we have to check whether x is equal to minus 2 is a 0 of polynomial or not, 0 of the polynomial or not, after substituting x is equal to minus 2 to this polynomial, if we get 0, if we get the result as 0, that means x plus 2 is a factor of the polynomial. So we have to check by substituting x is equal to minus 2 to this polynomial. So let us check here. So p of x is equal to x cube plus 3x square plus 5x plus 6. We already know. So we have to substitute x is equal to minus 2. Substitute x is equal to minus 2 in this polynomial. So let us check. P of minus 2 is equal to minus 2 whole cube plus 3 into minus 2 square. So must aware of the sign here. So we have to take the sign along with the operations. So plus 5 into minus 2 plus 6 here. So again minus 2 whole cube minus 8 minus 2 square means 4. So 3 into 4 plus 12. 5 into 2 10 minus 10 plus 6 here. So we have to check here. So 12 minus 8 is 4. 4 minus 10 minus 6 plus 6 is equal to 0. That means p of minus 2. Therefore x plus 2 is a factor of the polynomial p of x. X plus 2 is a factor of x cube plus 3x square plus 5x plus 6 here. So we got the result as x plus 2 is a factor. So x plus 2 is a factor of this polynomial. We have to check for 2x plus 4 here. So 2x plus 4, I will take it as a g of x. 2x plus 4, then substitute x is equal to minus 2, g of minus 2 is equal to 2 into minus 2 plus 4, 2 into 2, 4, minus 4 is there, minus 4 plus 4 is equal to 0. That means x plus 2 is a factor of 2x plus 4 here. So from this method we have to check whether there is a factor or not. So whether x plus 2 is a factor of this polynomial or this polynomial, we have to check by using factor theorem. So let us go to the next problem. So the next problem is 4x cube plus 3x square minus 4x plus k has a factor x minus 1. Then find the value of k. The question tells us that, so we have know that 4x cube plus 3x square minus 4x plus k is a polynomial, has a one of the factor is a x minus a. So here we have an unknown value, that is k. So we have to find out the value of k from the use of factor theorem. They given one of the factor as x minus a. So that means x minus a is a one of the factor, means x minus a is the solution of the polynomial. Also x minus 1 is equal to 0. That means x is equal to 1. So if x minus a is the one of the solution of the polynomial, means x is equal to 1 is the one of the 0 of the polynomial p of x. So let us substitute x is equal to 1 to this polynomial. So after we have to substitute x is equal to 1, so we have to equate with the 0, because x is equal to 1 is the one of the 0 of the polynomial. After we substituting the x value of x is equal to 1, so we get the result as 0. So we have to substitute the value of x is equal to 1 to this polynomial. So let us consider p of x is equal to 4x cube plus 3x square minus 4x plus k. So we have to substitute the value of x is equal to 1. Substitute x is equal to 1 in p of x. So p of 1 is equal to 4 into 1 cube, then plus 3 into 1 square minus 4 into 1 plus k. Then according to the definition of the 0 of the polynomial, it's a point where the polynomial becomes 0. So that means p of 1 is equal to 0. So we will substitute p of 1 is equal to 0 here. That means 4 into 1 cube plus 3 into 1 square minus 4 into 1 plus k is equal to 0 here. So we have to go on simplifying. After that we have to find the value of k. 4 into 1 cube is equal to 1. So 4 into 1 means 4 plus 3 into 1 square is equal to 1. 3 into 1 is equal to 3 minus 4 into 1 is equal to 4 plus k is equal to 0. Plus 4 and minus 4 getting cancels here. So 3 plus k is equal to 0 and k is equal to minus 3. So the given polynomial is 4x cube plus 3x square minus 4x plus minus 3 here. So the given polynomial is we have to substitute the value of k. So that is 4x cube plus 3x square minus 4x minus 3. So p of x is equal to p of x. So from the use of factor theorem we find out the value of k. So let us move on to the next problem. I hope you understood this problem. So let us move on to the next problem. So I thought you already aware of splitting of middle term. So let us go with the splitting of middle term by taking one example. So for example, 6x square plus 17x plus 5 is equal to 0. We have to split the middle term. So after splitting middle term, we have to take common from both sides and we have to equate with the 0. So after that we have to take 0 of the polynomial. So here I will write this as a p ax square plus bx plus c. So for that we have to multiply a and c. So here a and c 6 into 5 is equal to 30. So 30 can be split into two parts, where the multiplication of these two terms, after multiplying we get 30 and after addition we have to we get 70. So there are both the cases are there. So let us check what are those factors. So we have to find out. So 30 can be, so we start from 1. So 1 into 30. So whether it is possible after addition, so you get 17? No, it's not possible. So after we add 1 and 30, so we got 31. So we have to get 17 here. So let us take another possibilities. 2 into 15. So 2 into 15 means 30 and 2 plus 15 means 17. There is a possibility. So we have to find out those possibilities. So after multiplication we have to get the value of a into c, and after addition we have to get the value of b. So we have to add here. So that means, so plus 2 into plus 15 is equal to 30 and plus 2 plus 15 is equal to 17. The value does not disturb here. So we have to take in the equation. So 6x square plus 2x plus 15x plus 5 is equal to 0. So check whether the value disturbs or not. So 2x plus 15x is equal to 17x. So the value is correct. So we have to take out 2x from these two terms. So we have the common term 2x here. So 2x, if we take 2x common here, so what we left here, 3x plus 1. So again we have to take out 5. So here 3x plus 1. If you have a doubt, you can solve by multiplying these terms. So 2x into 3x, 6x square plus 2x, 2x, then 5 into 3x, 5 into 3, 15x. So plus 5 into 1, 5. So the equation is balanced, or equation is correct. So then we have to take out 3x plus 1 from both these. So 3x plus 1 into 2x remains here and 5 remains here. So is equal to 0. So likewise we have to take 3x plus 1 is equal to 0 and 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. These two are the solutions of the given polynomial p of x. It is 6x square plus 17x plus 5 is equal to 0. If we take x is equal value of x here, so it will become the 0 of the polynomial. That is x is equal to minus 1 by 3 and x is equal to minus 5 by 2. So both these numbers are the 0 of the given polynomial. So I hope you understood this. So from the usage of splitting of middle term, you have to factorize, or you have to take the factor theorem. So you have to factorize the given polynomial. So let us discuss another example by taking splitting of middle term. So by the usage of splitting of middle term, we have to use the factor theorem. So after that we have to find out the factors of given polynomial. So I will take y square minus 5y plus 6. So we have to find out the factors of this polynomial. So find the factors of this polynomial, y square minus 5y plus 6. I will take it as a p of y is equal to y square minus 5y plus 6. So after we solving by middle term or taking common, so that means after we factorize this by splitting middle term, this equation is in the form of p of y is equal to y minus a into y minus b. So that means there are two multiplication of two terms here. So those two terms are the solutions of this polynomial, and after we calculating the value of y, that becomes the zero of the polynomial. So last class we already did by taking splitting of middle term. So after we solving that, after we taking the splitting of middle term, so the equation turns into the form of a into b. So that is y minus a into y minus b. So we already got that. So here also we have to take the factor theorem. So from the factor theorem we have to calculate what are the solutions of the equation, what are the zero of the equation, or what are the solutions of this polynomial. So for this we have to take the final and first term. That is, I will express this equation as a ax square plus bx plus c. So a into c is equal to 6 into 1 is equal to 6. So we got this term. So what are the factors of 6? So we have go through with the factor theorem. So we have to find out what are the factors. So we know that x minus a is the one of the factor. Here we taken y minus a is the one of the factor, or y minus b is one of the factor. So it is a quadratic polynomial. There is a maximum chance of 2 factors. There is no any 3 factors chances in the quadratic polynomial. Only 2 chances of factors. So that means I will take 2 factors here. So in the reference of splitting of middle term, we already taken a into c is equal to 6 into 1 is equal to 6. So there also we have taken some of the factors, or 2 factors. Then we have to split the middle term. So we have here also we have to take the factors of 6. So what are the factors of 6? The factors of 6 are 1, 2 and 3. So there is 3 possibilities of factors are there. So from these factors we have to identify what are the possible factors of this polynomial. So we want just only 2 factors. There is only 2 chances of factors are there. There is no anything, but here 3 factors are possible. Here we have to check one by one, taking the value of y. So that means we have to substitute the value of 1 and value of 2 and value of 3 to this equation. So firstly I will take y is equal to 1. So to this polynomial, that is p of 1 is equal to what? 1 square minus 5 into 1 plus 6 here. So is equal to 1 minus 5 plus 6 is equal to what we get here? 1 minus 4 means 1 minus 5 means minus 4 plus 6 is equal to 2 here. That means 1 is not a factor. 1 is not a factor of 1 is not a zero of this polynomial p of y. So let us take y is equal to 2. So when we substituting y is equal to 2, what we have? P of 2 is equal to 2 square minus 5 into 2 plus 6 here. So that is 4 minus 10 plus 6 here. So 6 plus 4 10. 10 minus 10 is equal to 0. That means P of 2 is equal to 0. That means 2 is a, or y is equal to 2. Y minus 2 is a, y is equal to 2 is a 0 of the solution. 0 of the polynomial. So again, y minus 2 is a solution of the polynomial. So again, take y is equal to 3. So y is equal to 3, then p of 3 is equal to what we get? 3. 3 square minus 5 into 3 plus 6 here. So 9 minus 15 minus 6 is equal to, plus 6. So 9 minus 15 plus 6, 6 plus 9 is equal to 15. 15 minus 15 is equal to 0. Therefore, y is equal to 3 is a 0 of the polynomial. Yes. Again, y minus 3 is a factor or solution. Factor of polynomial. Here, when we substituting y is equal to 1, we got 2. We don't get 0 here. So when we substituting y is equal to 2, we got 0 here. So that means y minus 2 is one of the solution or one of the factor of the polynomial. And when we substituting y is equal to 3, so y minus p of 3 is equal to 0 we got. So y minus 3 is one of the factor of the polynomial. That means, so we have p of y is equal to y minus a into y minus b. Here I will take a is equal to 2 and b is equal to 3 here. That means y minus a is equal to y minus 2 and y minus b is equal to y minus 3. Both are the factors of this polynomial. That means p of y is equal to y minus 2 into y minus 3. So you can solve by taking the splitting of middle term. So verification. Here we find out by taking factor theorem. So we have to verify by using splitting of middle term. So y square minus 5y plus 6 is equal to 0. So we have to take the factors of 6. So 1 and 6 and 2 and 3. So 2 and 3 is possible. 2 into 3 is equal to 6 and 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. So we have to take minus 5 here. So that means I will put both minus sign to these numbers. So what we get, minus 3 into minus 3 is equal to 6. So is it possible? And minus 2 minus 3 is equal to minus 5. So the value does not discuss. So we have to split the middle term. So y square minus 2y minus 3y plus 6 is equal to 0. We have to take out y from first two terms, y into y minus 2 and minus 3 from the next two terms. Minus 3 into y minus 2 is equal to 0. So check whether it is right or wrong. Y into y is equal to y square. Y minus 2 minus 2y minus 3y minus of minus plus 3 into 2, 6 here. So the value does not disturb. So we have to take out y minus 2 from both these terms. Y minus 2 into y minus 3 is equal to 0. That means y minus 2 is equal to 0 and y minus 3 is equal to 0. Y is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3 here. So that means the solution we got from the factor theorem is right. So we verify by using splitting of middle term. So this is the concept about factor theorem. So you can take any other example in the textbook and in some other sources. So after that you have to take with reference of factor theorem and verify using splitting of middle term. So thank you one and all. Be safe and stay home.